Hi kids. For the third and final lesson for the week of May 4th is adding mixed numbers. And you'll notice that in these cases you have common denominators. Okay, so that allows us to do it an easy way. But the example that they show us, they're showing us a way to do it because subtracting mixed numbers is coming next, and that's a little more tricky. But for this lesson, I'm going to show you the way they want you to do it, and then I'm going to show you the way you can do it. Okay, because there's always multiple ways you can do this. So, let's just take, for instance, this one right here. So first of all, they don't give you any room to work out this problem. So you have to get a separate sheet of paper to do these. Okay, so you have 3 and 3 6 and 6 and 1 6. 3 and 3 6 and 6 and 1 6. So what I'm going to do is open up here and rewrite these out. So 6 1 6. All right. So what I'm going to do now is tell you how they do it. So the example shows it this way. So what they do is they take the whole number 3. And you think of what a whole is. One whole as a fraction is the same number as a numerator and denominator. So for instance, like 3/3 is 1. That could be 1. Okay. With that said, if 3/3 can be 1, so can 6 6. And what is the denominator that's used here? The denominator that's used happens to be 6's. So what that means, what we're going to do is we're going to show these wholes, whether it's 3 or 6 wholes, as 6 6. So here we go. So 3 and 3 6 would look like this. 6 6 plus 6 6 plus 6 6, and that's 3. That's 1 2 3. Okay, and then you have the fraction part plus 3 6. Okay, and that is what is 3 and 3 6. Okay, you have 1 2 3, 1 2 3, and 3 6. So then we go to 6 and 1 6, and that's a lot more. That is a lot more. So what you're going to have now is you're going to have 6 6 plus 6 6 plus 6 6, and you can see why you have to do these on a separate sheet of paper. Plus 6 6, you're at 4 now, you're at 5 now, and finally you're at 6. And then you have to add your 1 6. So that's a lot of crazy work, right? Now in the end, what you're going to get are two what are called improper fractions, because you're going to have a bigger number on the top and the bottom. Remember, the denominator stays the same when you're adding like fractions. So you have 6 on the bottom. But now you have to add the 6 plus the 6 plus the 6 plus the 3. And what do you get there? Answers 21 6. And now you go to the bottom, and now you're going to have a whole bunch of 6. So you have, remember, the bottom's going to stay the same. Okay? So here, I kind of ran out of room, but you're going to have a 6 in the bottom. And now you're going to add up all these. 18, 24, 30, 36, and 37 6. So here's what you have. 21 6 plus 37 6. So 21 6 plus 37 6. Here we go. So 21 6 plus 37 6. That's a lot of 6. So you're going to end up having, if you add up all that, you're going to have something over 6. It's going to be a big number, 58 over 6. So now you got to figure out, okay, well, how many 1 wholes will go into that? So you got to take this improper fraction here and turn it into back into a mixed number to simplify it. So how many 6's? This is all division. So how many 6's go into 58? So now you have to start figuring out, okay, how many 6 is 58 6? That's a lot. So here we go. 58 6. So what I'm going to do is start adding up all my 6's. So if I have 5 holes, that's 30. I'm not at 58 yet. If I go to 6 holes, I'm at 36. So one way of doing it is start going 6 6. You can see how long this would take if I did this. 6 6 6 6 6 6, and you got to get to all the way to 58 6 or close to 58. 6 6 6 6 6 6 6 6. Okay, I'm at 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So that's at 42 6 right now, because 6 times 7 is 42. So 42 6. I'm going to add another one. Wow, 42 6 plus another 6, and you're at 48 6. We can keep going, so I'm going to keep going next down here because I ran out of room. 48. Now I'm at 54 6, and that's as far as I can go with the 1 holes. Okay, so what I've got is 54 6. So how many more 6 would I need to go from 54 6 to 58 6? So right now I've got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 holes. So you know your mixed number is going to have 9 as a whole number. And now you count up from 54 6, which is what I had. If I add up all of those, I have 54. Remember, my goal is to get to 58. So 54 6 to 58 6 would be 4 more 6. So I've got 9 and 4 6 as my answer so far. But now you have to simplify that fraction piece. So you know that 4 and 6 are both even numbers. So what can I divide by both 4 and 6 to reduce that down? So I have to again simplify that. So 9 and 4 6. Here we go. 9 and 4 6 is going to look like this. 9, and now what I'm going to do is divide the top and the bottom by a common factor they share, which we just did a couple of days ago probably with your reducing fractions. So I'm going to divide the top by 2 and the bottom by 2. So what I end up getting then is this. 9 and 2/3. After all that, I get 9 and 2/3. So that's the way they want you to learn how to do that. That's long. It takes a long time. Do you want to learn a different way? Well, here is a different way we could do it. So the original problem, if we go back to the worksheet in number 2, 3 and 3 6 plus 6 and 1 6. If you just take the whole numbers and add them together, you're going to get a 9. And if you take the fractions with like denominators and add those together, you get 3 6 plus 1 6, which gives you 4 6. See how quickly we got there? And now, take that and reduce it. Reduce the fraction by dividing by 2. Dividing by 2. Whoops. My dog's barking now. Divide 6 by 2. And there you get your final. So your final answer is 9, and 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now, why did I show you that first thing? Well, the way they want you to learn how to do it, it becomes really important that you know how to do that, because in subtracting fractions, you're going to have to use that sometimes. And I'll explain that when next week's lessons roll around. But for now, if you want to just add the whole numbers, 6, add the numerators, which is 1 and 2, you get 3, keep the denominator the same, 4, and then for that one, for number 1, you're already in simplest form, because the only thing you can divide by 3 and 4 is the factor 1, which would give you the same fraction. So, all right, I know it's a lot, so I'll let you guys go, and good luck on this, guys. Remember, persevere, keep working hard, and I miss you all. Bye.